Okay, hopefully all is good. Hello everyone. Hello and welcome to our Thursday Q&A at Photigy School of Photography. I'm Alex Koloskov and I'll be reviewing your images, your photos that you've been submitted on Facebook, either premium group or Photigy. How are you doing, guys? Aurora saying why it's hard to find. Well, it shouldn't be hard to find at all. If you go, for example, to Photigy YouTube, it should be there on a channel because now it will be public. It used to be unlisted, but now it's public. If you go, let me try to do this. Let's say incognito window, just wondering how it will look like. And YouTube, Photigy YouTube, so I will be like a stranger. 1 second. Okay, so like this. So, Photigy YouTube. And this is, for everyone, you see Q&A here. It's live. It's easy. You just go to channel. If you go to channel, this is the channel. You see, it's here. So it should be, well, I'll give you like this. This is the address. Okay, Photigy YouTube. No, it's not cache. It's incognito, really. This is incognito window. I'm not logged in at all. You see, I'm not even signing into the YouTube. You just need to have. You can search. You can search by Photigy, right? So you search by Photigy, and you can subscribe to the channel. And if you be subscribed, usually they have this button when you subscribe. Well, I need to sign in. Notification, so it will be even notification when we go live, since it will be public. So now it will be public. Should be fine now, hopefully. Hello, greeting from India. How is there? Still hot? No, not hot. I don't know. I've never been in India, unfortunately. So I assume all is good, right? You hear me well, see me well. By the way, I'm trying to do a low latency broadcast. It will be easier to talk to each other because when it's 20-second delay or more, it's like, yeah, perfect. I see pluses. Thank you, guys. So looks like we have low latency. I'm going to review what is submitted here on premium members, and then, if time permits, I want to see, because there are some really cool images on the main Facebook group. Okay? It's hot there. Well, I can imagine. It's still cold in California. Sort of strange. It's almost summer, but I was freezing. Last night I was working till like 4 a.m. And then went to bed, and it was so cold. I couldn't get it. Anyway, let's talk about good stuff. Well, that is always good. Anyway. So, we have this jewelry with focus stacking. Okay. So this is the result, right? Before final edit, this is bracketing, which is, well, it's stacking, right? It's stacking. When it's focused, it's not bracketing, it's stacking. And this is the final one. This is the, well, it was a little bit of cleaning. This is as is. And yeah, we may have Nairi. It's actually it's a good image. I don't see big issues here. Mostly questionable for me the composition. You know, the very first thing I always go to composition. Aurora, yeah, I'm San Jose, near San Jose. It's Saratoga, so it's somewhere in the middle. It's more North Cal. So back to this. I'm not a big fan when you have all this stuff placed and you shoot relatively wide angle lens. It's okay if you need this, and it's actually not bad. I just, you know, this top, it's almost like, looks like almost non-flat surface, you know, like it was rounded because maybe of wide angle lens or whatever. It's really, it looks like there is some like perspective distortion or whatever. But talking about the quality, of course, it's hard to judge here. I mean, it's hard to judge. Yes, exactly, like Aurora saying that needs to be seen detail. It's not much details, especially when you're not zooming out. I would suggest you to shoot this jewelry, not all of them at once. For example, if you want to show a set, it's okay to have somewhere like this, maybe a different composition. But there are better ways to make set look compact. That's first. Second, I really think it will be better if you will shoot like separate pieces. You can have other pieces somewhere out of focus. For example, you shoot the ring, okay, this little ring, and out of focus we see that there is similar design, like a necklace or bracelet or and so on, and then you can interchange. But again, this is I don't know if you shoot it for client, maybe there is a requirement to shoot like this, but again, it should be on nice flat surface, okay, because this looks really strange. Talking about focus stacking, I don't know many things. You didn't tell how many images you took, okay? So I don't know what kind of aperture was set. Sometimes people shoot at a relatively shallow aperture and making, for example, not enough steps of the, you know, stacking photos. So there is a gap in focus, in you know, in sharpness between those steps. Sometimes they shoot too many, which usually okay, but again, software that you use to stack might get lost. Sometimes I've seen it in Photoshop. Again, you didn't tell what software did you use to stack it. So there are many variables that I have no idea about. Plus, I don't see biggest issue. I just see that it's just lack of details, just because, you know, it's not close-up shot. It's like you have little pieces and it's wide angle sort of shot. No, not much details. Other than this, lighting, you know, reflections on the jewelry, it looks not bad. This one, for example, the necklace and earrings, looks like it's earrings. They look better. You see metal, shiny, has some gradients, and gemstones. Of course, they not sharp and they not well defined. I'm talking about these little gemstones that I see. Excuse me. So all this should be really, really nice and sharp. Look at this. This look even better on this side. They look a little bit better than here. That should be actually opposite. Just because it's more contrast over this. You need to excuse me, something is going on. So what you need to do, again, it should be covered on the courses that you got from me. On post-production level, you need to add lots of sharpness and contrast to little gemstones, each one of them, because you do have correct lighting. I see that it's defined. I mean, it's not overexposed. We have some gray and kind of brighter areas. It needs to be squeezed, what I call, they need to be brought to the existence as the sparkly diamonds, whatever, in post-production. You didn't do this, okay? So this piece is fine, except these little guys. And same here, you see, they just like, they doesn't look like gemstones. It's almost like little pearls, but I'm sure it's not pearls. This is sort of, it's not glossy parts, that's fine. Teeth of whatever, tooth. These should be really sparkly. Again, a look how it should be done. And talking about these guys, they didn't look good, especially the bracelet, just because you didn't have enough. I mean, it's on the side of the shot and you don't have enough reflections and lighting, and it's not a good idea, again, to shoot all of this like this. Okay? So, there are good and there are not so good things in your shot. It's not the final. This is the final. Actually, yeah, okay, I agree. This is what I'm supposed to critique, especially post-production. I was looking not final because I want to see how it's done in the camera. So this looks better. What I was saying, actually the same thing. Yeah, it looks better because it's a little bit sharper, but what I was saying, this is the final one. Thank you, Aurora. Same thing. All these gemstones, they doesn't look good. They're not sharp. Look at this. When we have contrast details, when we have little dark areas, when we have the facets visible, it starts looking glossy. This one, this over here, looks way better than this one, for example. Just because we see the edges, even tiny. We see the dark and bright, and it's sharp. Here, it's really bad, and it's not good. And same for earrings. That's not good. Metal is good. So all this, all I said is good. This looks actually better on the bracelet, little gemstones, but metal is not good. And it's all in post-production because lighting, specifically for the earrings and necklace, was good. You can do it in post-production. Okay, 1 second. I need to have a little bit of like that. I want to have the gap. Okay. So, and this is how it is. Let's move forward. What else? Nice people to invite in the group. Okay. Hello, Rashid. Okay, so you probably taken the complete guide to product photography, right? So you start from something simple. Rashid, we need to see your lighting setup. It helps. Okay. This is a good shot. It's not many things that I can critique here because it's done well. I see the gradients. I see, well, you done it the way that I teach, so I like what I see. But next time, please submit the lighting setup, because if it would be problems, I will tell. The only thing that I'm not big fan of having the horizon line, you know, like this. It's almost the same line as the bottom of the subject. I try to kind of, well, it's no way to move it down, so move it up, meaning that move it closer to the camera and have a little bit more table behind, so it will be a little bit higher. It looks sort of okay, but again, we don't want this to be, you know, same line as the bottom of the subject. So compositionally, just keep this in mind. But the good thing that you shoot it slightly from below, so it looks good. You just need a little bit more table behind. And if you would do post-production, you can do a few things. You can first clean the label. These little blemishes, you know, these little white pieces, clean it. And you can make a little bit more interesting gradient for the label. It's already there, but what you can do, you can make it sides a little bit brighter, and yeah, probably the center is fine, so it will be even more covered with gradient, and it won't look flat. It is now. I mean, it's good, but just keep in mind you can do a little bit more. Maybe even the highlight the whole label, sides and the front, especially the bottom one, so it's a little bit brighter. Again, it will look good, but make sure that sides will be still more brighter than the center. Okay, this is important. Okay. Aurora saying, can we shoot it like that if you know we're going to cut it out of more interesting background? Yes, of course, yeah. If you shoot for cutting things, I would suggest you to shoot it on a stick. Like, you know, somewhere like this, you put, you know, a little plate or whatever. For example, for metal stuff, I have this, it's handy here. You know, yeah, like this. So somewhere you put a bottle over there and shoot it on anything. I mean, it's really easy to get around, and then cut it off and place on any background. Yeah. So, Rashid, good work. Don't forget lighting step next time. Okay, so Aurora, right? That's you, right? You have you start continue exploring this special effects, I would say, splashes and stuff. Let's see. Wow. This is very interesting. I mean, this is cool. I love this. Yeah. I love this type of work. And as I understand, it must be out, I mean, before Photoshop, no? Because I do see some, I mean, the perfume is not clean. That's Mid-Journey. Okay. Mid-Journey plus your subject. Wow, even more impressive. So your subject should be clean, okay, and see, I was going to tell that that the whole thing, the smoke, was done like amazingly well, and it is, but it's Mid-Journey. So what you can do, you need to make your, I mean, your shot is good, but probably it's hard to tell what is sort of like missing. Okay, first it should be clean, nice. Second, I would play a little bit more with some reflection on it. This is why. Okay, now I got it. So you have glossy ways or whatever underneath it, right? And it's relatively contrast lighting. And your perfume, the top, the cup, right, looks nice. Again, you can make it a little bit cleaner, you know, all these little dents on the edges can be cleaned in Photoshop. It has, you know, highlights, it has a gradient, and it's kind of cool, really, if you look just on top. The bottom one doesn't have those features. We have a little bit of edge reflection, and that's it. This is why it's like disconnection. Ideally, I would love to see on the left side, I would love to see reflection, the gradient reflection. Of course, it was easier to make it on the cap because it was matte, right? You just hit with the light and boom, it's there. But you need to catch reflection from your diffuser with the gradient on it. With this side, it will look better because you see you have light on the left side, even on mid-journey. That's cool. You need to have the same sort of light on the left side of this perfume. Then I would add some, probably like on a corner or somewhere, some specular, really bright reflection on the front. So it should be more contrastly lit. Okay, talking about reflection, since it's glossy, mostly glossy subject, you catch it with contrast to fit it in this composition. Yes, all this, Roberto, it's all recorded. It will be posted. Actually, it will be on YouTube. Yeah, it will be on YouTube, since we just stream from YouTube. YouTube is recording everything, so no worry. Okay. So, guys, this is what is really important. Is when we blend Photoshop. I mean, in Photoshop, different images, mid-journey, not mid-journey, doesn't matter, with the photo or just two photos. We need to kind of match all this. So this should have similar thing, okay? And this should be somewhere, since we have this brighter on top, it may be a good idea to have some reflection, gradient reflection over here, for example. Okay, because you see this, it's cool. We need to see something similar. It's too little. It's too little to be considered like, specular reflection. Okay. So hopefully it will help. Aurora, it's really a good idea, and it's very close to be how you call it, chef-d'oeuvre. How it's in English when it's like it's I forgot. I'm sure if you have this word. Anyway, to be a really good image that everyone will be like, wow. Okay, you're really close to this. Try to play, if you can, reshoot your perfume bottle with incorporating this thing. It may help. Okay, thank you. So here you start exploring the splashes. Okay. Shutter 1/200,000 of a second. Of course it will freeze it. No problem. Yeah, sunlight. It's beautiful light source. It just will be no problem. Manual mode F14 400. Yeah. Then one speed light deluxe at this is wide camera one. So double exposure, 1/200 of a second. This is strange, guys. That's not first time. If you didn't see the previous Q&A, the issue with Aurora images with Godox, it has double exposure, and for me, I mean, it's probably one click of the shutter for sure. So I can only think about two strobe fires. Yeah, let me see. Godox T6. Double exposure issue. Acting weird. So can see no. It's this one, right? Very strange. I don't see misfire. It's not misfire. What it could be? Yeah, I mean, either this or impulse or flash somehow. Hi, Peter. Yeah, we're trying to figure out what is going on with this Godox. Either double, but no way, no double clicks of the camera. So Okay, one more thing. Okay, Aurora, how dark was in the studio? Was it like if you turn off your speed light and shoot at ISO 400, 1/200 of a second, f14 without speed light, how dark your image would be? Would you see anything? I mean, talking about ambient light, how much of it? Okay, so let's ask the new god. No, probably not. I'll call it double. Not too dark. Well, if it's a little bit, so it should be dark. It should be completely dark, because otherwise, this what you see will add motion blur, sort of. Okay, so subject moves, and when it fires, it highlighted, and then it's keep moving. And even without the strobe, if shutter is open, because strobe should fire for like 1/2000 of a second or so, it will be motion blur. But for you, it's a little bit different. Double, how you call it? Getting double what? Double. Shit. I don't know how to. Okay. Already. Kshidi. Have a good night. So, let's do this. Godox T60. Double. Let's see. Ghosting. Okay, that's true. I see, it knows it. It knows everything. Yeah, I know it. That right. It's move. Do you see it? I mean the aurora. So no, it's not. Yeah, second constant. Increase. It's decrease. No, this is not correct. This is not correct. Decrease I saw. Actually, it's like it's two opposite things. Anyway, no. Oy. Okay, the last thing we need to see, flash duration chart, flash duration. Yeah, we look at this, it should be fine. Yeah, I don't see issue. Yeah, or I don't know. Make sure it's not multiple mode. Not manual, but I mean, you should have manual on the strobe. Maybe you have multiple. Sometimes I have this M multiple, like this guy is acting weird when between M and multi modes, you see? So make sure it's not multi. Maybe this. I don't know. Yeah, this one, it has slight motion blur, especially on small particles, because they fly faster. So make sure that if you shoot this scene without strobe, it should be complete darkness. Okay, your ambient light should be really dark. Try to lower ISO. Okay, try to lower ISO. So, next one. Let's move to next one. So, Aurora, we'll try to figure out what is going on. Something with this strobe. If you can get another strobe somehow for a day or so, just to do the same thing but with different strobe, not Godox. TT600. Try it. Maybe it will be easier to find the issue. So, I try to shoot video. Okay. This is we doing 360 video for jewelry. So yeah, I see. You see, it's okay. Alisa. So first of all, the issue that it's not stable. Whenever you use to rotate it, beautiful. And this is what YouTube can offer me. It's not stable. It has little vibration, you see, and it ruins everything. Okay, not going to talk about lighting and stuff here because it's easy to fix when we have nice and smooth rotation. So you need to really get 50 FPS. It's good. I was thinking to tell you that either 50 or 60. But it's not about your frame rate. It's about the way that and oscillation. Yes, this thing gets So yeah, all this should be well. You understand what is going on. What are you trying to use to rotate it? See? Oh, okay, that's syrup thing. Strange, I was using the same. You know what? This is maybe the issue. Devil in details. You have your rotator, that syrup mini or whatever head that rotates. I see it on really tiny, sort of like either tripod or something. And it's a motor, right? When it rotates, it vibrates. So maybe because it's not really steady, the bottom, the whole thing starts a little bit vibrating, sort of like a resonance, Try to put it on some heavy duty table or whatever, something that will stay. And then run the same test. Because I was using it on a really heavy C-stand, it's no way that it can vibrate. You using something else. Okay, it's really something tiny underneath it. Okay, guys, I'm talking about this little rotating head. It's called Syrup Mini. This is from 360 degree video jewelry course that is Alisa bought, and she's trying to do the same thing. I was using the same, but again, my base was really steady and heavy one. So fix this. Make sure there is no vibration in your studio, no trains or whatever. Your camera, yeah, you shouldn't touch the camera at all. Use to start video recording, for example, you use, well, you can start it for like 30 seconds prior to this, or remote, right? So, and it should look good. As for the lighting, well, lighting is actually not that bad here, but it's more like a problem with this jewelry piece that should be polished and stuff. I mean, you need to make it look really nice before doing this. But it's, I mean, I understand it's client's thing. So yeah, try to make things as steady as possible. Play with different speed, okay, different speed of rotation. Maybe at some speeds it may rotate, I mean, it may vibrate more or less. That's rotating head. Okay, so hopefully it will help. Okay, this is it. Oh, nice. So we do have time to jump to our Facebook group Photigy that I was thinking to do. Okay, by the way, guys, since it's public, there is a challenge, right? You know, it's a challenge. You still have almost 3 weeks to do it. It's a splash photography. You need to have some liquid poured into the glass. Probably it will be alcohol with some glass on rocks. So nice splash, you know, freezing action type of image. Look at Photigy challenges if you are not sure what it is. Photigy challenges, where is it? No, it's Lauren. Here it is. And it's laurenphotigy.com/challenges. I explain everything here, okay? And basically you need to do something similar to this and win a prize. Hopefully you will win a prize. Access to all courses that we have. It's a beautiful thing. We have 5 prizes like this. So you need to, I mean, you can be the winner. End of May is the deadline. Okay, let's go through this. Let's see what's cool here. I don't have much time. I just want to pick something. Okay, this is me. Okay, something that was to talk about. Some of the images I've seen, some of them not. Yeah, I think I even seen this one. Yeah, no. Cool idea, but too many splashes, man. Ahmed, you're doing great stuff. I mean, you're doing a great job. But man, what is going on with this? That's just a little bit too much. And you know, it's a cool thing that I was thinking that it was actual window. It was the maid, you know. I was really thinking that it was next to the window. Cool. Yeah, I've talked about some of them. Nader, I remember Nader is one of our best students. We have interviewed with him, and he's featured student. He's great. And yeah, Nader, as usual, your work is outstanding. Really cool. The composition wise and everything, really nice. You know, here, the only thing that, you know, I kind of catch myself, there are two. I'll be quick, you know, guys, on these type of reviews. I just want to, you know, unless we have something really to talk deep, I'll be rather quick. Another. This could be better, okay. Talking about reflection. This, what I call zebra, is not super cool. You have too many vertical lines, you know, black and white, black and white. It's better to be some sort of gradient, okay. If it's dark area, better to be dark area. You can easily fix this in Photoshop. Not completely polish it, but, you know, less zebra. That's one thing. Then I am not a big fan of such placement, okay. This is right in the middle of the bottle. And you remember, right? We try not to overlap, I mean, not to get into the either edge of the subject when we touch or overlap, or in this case in the middle. I would do it, you know, a little bit like this, and all the same, except this sort of like a rule for composition, which, okay, you can always break it, will be, broken. The rest is super nice. So thank you for good work. Okay. Alisa, you used remote. Triple red tools, yeah. Yeah, Alisa, I'm talking about the previous rotation. Yes, you need to, try to see what kind of thing caused the vibration, really. For example, you can start shooting without turning on the head and see maybe there is vibration just in your studio. Without, just turn on video and it should be nothing happen. I mean, like still image, okay? Then you do rotation and again see. So probably it's a head. It's head vibrate. Okay, let's go back. Lydia, we talked about this. Great work. And we talked about this. Sanford, this is from premium members. We talked about this. This, I think we didn't do it, but it was Tom. Yeah, I didn't see it. It was like for the previous challenge when it was AI image combined with photography. And wow, what I can tell, this is super cool. I wish I could see the separation, two different images. The one which, okay, here it is. So this is the studio, and the rest, okay, the rest is AI. What I can tell, wow, one of the best work, really. It just amazingly good. How? Congrats, man. You need to have a prize. You probably, I don't know, you are a premium member. I'm sure you put some of our stuff. You need to post it on, you should post it on the challenge, and you probably will get something cool from Photigy. The one little thing I want to mention. Look at this. This and this, they're almost the same. This compositional thingy. It's not major here. Not major. But I kind of see it as something that should be avoided. It should be the same distance between subjects. Okay. Ask elephant to move a little bit. Okay. You can always move the whole composition slightly away. Cool. And okay, the last one. Hopefully the last one. This and this. This one is not so important. It's smaller. But man, we don't shoot like that. Please, guys, don't take photo on that straight angle at anything that is cylindrical. That is, we need to show a shape. We see a shape of this because of beautiful gradient, which is good. Tom did a good job. But it's not enough. We need to see here the oval, okay, opening, either from top or from the bottom. In this case, I would probably move camera lower a little bit, and we see through the glass, we see slightly, it will be a curve here, okay, instead of line. The curve will immediately give us volume. It will be 3D, it will be image with, 3D objects. With flat look, it's only the lighting that makes it look 3D. In this case it makes, but angle should work for us as well. So please do next time. Either lower camera or higher, never right in the middle of anything that is cylindrical, that is, vertical, some sort of subjects. Okay? Otherwise, it's super duper cool. Let's see, what else? Not bad. Not bad at all. A little bit weird angle, but it's cool. I would do more like a square. I mean, not angle, but the crop. I will do more square, but other than this, nice. Cool. Yeah, maybe slightly more of the side, because it's gonna be seat. I will move camera a little bit, you know, back and lower just slightly to show this side. In case, I mean, not big deal though. Very cool. Some serious work here, guys. Alex Ben Sandler, yeah, I remember you. Well, it's a good start, but you need to work. Why you guys didn't post lighting setup? You'll get better review from, I mean, your fellow photographers. Really. I mean, it's, for example, I can talk a lot about this, how to improve it, but I didn't see how you take a photo of it. So I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to tell you where to place your diffuser and stuff, because maybe you did place there. Maybe I'm just, you know, just telling something wrong to you. I don't want to do this. The only thing that I can tell that the position of the watch could be better, because we see all this highlighted backside, you know, the bracelet, which it's open. Why it's open? And it's really bright. It's brighter than the front. It's out of focus, so it should be hidden. It should be hidden by light, you know. It should be closed, and I would definitely position the watch not just laying down like this. And there are better ways, you know, to place them, even though it's very cool carbon fiber background. But mostly the light and the lighting should be different. Okay, all these black things that actually polished metal should look like polished metal. But man, you need to submit your lighting setup. It's a requirement for me to talk about it. Arthur, decadence, or how you call it? Nice, I guess. Yeah. Somehow it looks somehow vertical. I don't know why, but there is nothing vertical on it. Yeah, it's like artistic thing. It's not about technique or whatever. It has glossy light, so not bad. Okay, smells good. Another one. I guess this is, let's see, AI plus. No, it's actually not AI. It's actually real stuff. Mostly, except the background. Wow, Tom. That's cool. You almost did it straight, but no, this time it has slight curve. So good job. You shoot this perfume slightly from the bottom, which is good. Good. Otherwise, I will be angry. Alex, there is a question. Alex, by the way, I put the mirror up. Could be the problem. Actually, well, it shouldn't. No, it shouldn't. I mean, mirror up is a good idea. Yeah. It's kind of it's mirror. I'm shooting this mirrorless long time, so yeah. Yes, mirror up is good. No. This is how I was taking photos as well. Yeah. It shouldn't be a problem. So, good. I don't have much to point here that is bad or whatever. Maybe the only thing that, you know, I would do different, again, it's not mistake. Tom, one of the stones that you have here, the real ones, I think this one, you know, could be almost in focus. It's almost, but not enough. Just to show there is a like focus plane and, you know, the subject and some other natural stuff like a water, for example, water in focus. But again, this is how I would try to do this. It's completely cool. You didn't do it, and it's not a mistake. So, man, you're seriously good. Seriously good. What is the meaning? Put mirror up, Alisa. It's about mirror up on DSLR there is a mirrorless, but there is a mirrored camera, right? It has the mirror and the prism, and this is how you see the picture before you click. On mirrorless, it's electronic, so it grabs the image from the sensor, and shutter is not deployed at all. On DSLR, there is a mirror and the shutter, and then the film, or not the film, sensor. So there is a mode when you can flip mirror up, and the only shutter will be open and closed when you press the shutter button. Because on DSLRs, you press the button, usually it's like first mirror flip, then shutter opens, then shutter close, and mirror flip back. This is the sequence. It takes time. With high-speed photography, it may be too late. So we do mirror lookup. Mirror up. It stays up. You don't see anything through viewfinder. But then when you press shutter, it's only shutter runs and opens and close. Okay. So cool, guys. If you have any questions, right now it's good time to ask me. I will immediately jump to your questions because we have almost 1 hour. And what I can tell, dear Photigy group with almost 30,000 members, guys, I'll be doing a review here as well. Okay, every Thursday. I even will post. We'll post the video here so you can watch after it's done. So you can be more active here, even if you didn't buy any product, because otherwise, if you bought any of our courses or tutorials, you should have invite on the Photigy Premium group, where I do like very serious critique and challenges and stuff. Here I'll do once times per minute, like today. There was not much submissions on the premium, so you can always post and get, well, maybe something valuable from me, right? And in any case, you can always ask questions. And for example, maybe you want me to take a look at your lighting, how good it is. What's bad? So ChatGPT saying that it's not. I didn't know it. Probably we can Google it. Yeah, this is correct. Strobe to do this. It shouldn't have. It even doesn't have this ETTL stuff, right? High-speed sync. Well, it's not needed high-speed sync in this case. Very strange. I don't know. Lisa, is coffee machine good solution for jewelry cleaning? Well, in addition to ultrasound, yes. You know this ultrasound cleaner plus machine. You mean steam, right? Coffee machine. You mean that steam? How you call the cappuccino maker or whatever? This little thing with steam. Yes, I use it. Just make sure that your jewelry is fine with 100 Celsius degree water or steam in this case. It should be no problem. Ultrasonic cleaner, yeah, somewhere like this. There are serious stuff, not serious. Make sure you have it. I would buy, if I would be shooting jewelry more, I would buy something like, something more serious. Maybe like this one, or for example like this one. More powerful than usual, like even, for example, this professional one. You don't need the big one, so you can choose 1.3 liters, right? small one, but it looks like this may be way more powerful than the one that I was using. 60 watt, right, 60 watt. It's a lot, I mean, for ultrasonic. So somewhere like that. This one, it's interesting. They not tell how much the power. Yeah. So it's not enough then, if they don't tell. This one looks cool actually. If you want, I don't know if you're yes or not. The small one, guys, this is I'm gonna drop link here. $60 for this beast. It's super cool. It's even it's heated, which is super cool. So if it's really dirty old jewelry or whatever, with like 80 degrees Celsius, it may be way more effective if you soak it there and then run this ultrasonic, or you can run it for a while. Lots of time here. I mean, you can do it, yeah. So, anything else, guys? We're almost ready to say goodbye. Trigger and receiver. Well, receiver, you shouldn't have. I mean, you should. The receiver is built in here, right? It's a trigger that you need to buy. Let's see. But it shouldn't be. No, really. I can't see how your trigger does this. For example, sometimes your trigger may be too late. In this case, you will have image exposed differently, like partially exposed because the shutter starts closing, or somewhere like that. But it's not the case in your because high-speed sync is needed if you want to shoot at more than X sync speed, so like 1/2000 of a second. It will fire, I think, multiple. Actually, not sure. I'm not sure. Maybe not multiple. It depends. It depends how they do. Usually, they fire multiple impulses during the exposure, and it's really low power of each impulse because of this. I never use high-speed sync, but we need to explore it. Okay, guys, looks like we are good, right? No more questions. 1 hour of talk. It was cool time. I'm glad that you have your images submitted, your questions, and well, I see you next time. Let's have fun. I'll be, well, probably more hard on you. This is what you like or not? Yeah. So have a good rest of your week. In any case, it's good. It's good, right? Whatever you do, you just need to remember how, well, thankful you should be for all that you have. So concentrate on this, not on the things that you don't have or whatever. Positive thinking, right? And you do positive thinking through your whole weekend. Have fun, and next Thursday I'll see you the same place. Photigy YouTube will be public, and we'll talk about your photography. Okay, goodbye.